Glamorgan made it a three-way tie at the top of Group C in the Yorkshire Bank 40 as they beat Middlesex by 11 runs in a crucial game, which was reduced to 25 overs per side at the SWALEC Stadium in Cardiff. Put in on a damp evening, not what they would have wanted, Glamorgan made a steady enough start after Gareth Rees top-edged the second ball of the match off Stephen Finn for 6. He and Mark Wallace did well in the difficult batting conditions, the pitch having been under the covers for some time due to some persistent drizzle throughout much of the day. They put on 25 runs in the first 5 overs. But the next 5 belonged to the visitors. Finn had Wallace caught by Joe Denley at point for 13. Chris Cook edged Toby Rowland-Jones to Adam Voges on 2. And Marcus North on 3 gave the same bowler a second wicket with a nick behind, which left the home side on 39 for 3 after 10. Jim Allenby increased the rate a little by taking 10 runs off 2 balls from Neil Dexter in the 13th over, including this pulled maximum. He helped the total along to 67, but midway through over number 15, he holed out off Paul Sterling. Rees had struggled to really get going. He'd made 32 off 53 when he was bowled by the former Glamorgan all-rounder James Harris, soon after Murray Goodwin had also gone. So with only 5 overs left, the Welshman had just got to 100 for 6, but then Ben Wright and Graham Wagg started to hit out, right with this much-needed maximum. He made a 20-ball 26, while Dean Kosker also had a brief flourish. He and Michael Hogan fell in the 24th over with a score on 140, and that left it to Wagg and last man Simon Jones to get what they could off the last few deliveries. They managed to take their side to 153 for 9 from their 25 overs. They'd ended the innings well and kept up the momentum with the ball. Allenby produced a jaffer to bowl Darvin Milan in the opening over of the reply. And wickets fell at regular intervals after that. Denley had all sorts of problems against Hogan before he nicked another cracker behind. Sterling at least kept his side in it by hitting a couple of boundaries to show that the Panthers were able to chase this target down. But when he drove Allenby to Wagg at mid-off on 17, he left with his side in some bother on 30 for 3. And the game was just about lost for Middlesex in the 8th over when Simon Jones got the big wicket of Owen Morgan, who carved the former England man to Cook. And then, next ball, Jones trapped Voges in front to leave the visitors on 32 for 5. That left them with a lot of work to do to win a game they really needed to come away with the points from if they were going to realistically keep their own qualification aspirations alive. Dexter and John Simpson gave them an outside chance as they added 59 in 9.5 overs, which left 63 more to get off the final 49 balls. They could have done it had they not lost Simpson on 32 as he dragged Kosker to mid-wicket. Kosker also did for Ollie Rayner in his next over with a clear LBW decision. And when Dexter fell in the final over off Wagg just after passing his 50, the game was up as the Panthers ended well short on 142 for 9. That gave Glamorgan a win by 11 runs and they now have 13 points, the same as Somerset and Gloucestershire, with only net run rate separating the 3. Leaders Somerset have played a game more too. Middlesex are 2 further points behind and play Gloucestershire at Lords on Thursday, with Glamorgan's next match being a huge one in Bristol on Sunday. It is still a very tight group.